G'day gang, Danny, how you going? We're back in the Elder Scrolls Online, right here, ready for a new adventure. And a new adventure is here. High Isle. The Society of the Steadfast calls all able-bodied adventurers to the island of High Isle in the Systres Archipelago to assist in a matter of great import to all alliances. Seek out Lady Arabelle Davaux in the city of Gonfalon Bay for details. The Society of the Steadfast calls all, yes. In a matter of great import, yes. Alright, cool. Let's take the quest. Of Knights and Knaves. Now, how do we get there? High Isle. Where are you, High Isle? High Isle, here we go. Lady, yes, and there is a way shrine for us to travel to. So let's get over there. Well, here we are. The High Isle. Let's have a look at the map. Okay. Got a trail over there to the top. Another island over here. A little bit to explore over there, alright. Look at this place. That looks awesome. So this is a Let's Play series. As all my other series previously, we're going to focus on the main storyline, but when I see side quests that are of interest, which sometimes, and most of the time, it ends up being all the side quests, I will certainly be doing that. I have conversations with all the NPCs, the quest NPCs anyway. I like to read books from time to time if they relate to the quest. Bits and pieces like that, and that's how I play all my other series. Just to let you know up front, I'm not all about just smashing things, how quickly I can smash through the content. If you've never come across a series that I've done before, there's a way shrine over there. Let's go have a little look. Gonfalon Square Way Shrine. Let's tag that, nice. Oh man, look at that big old statue. That looks massive. Oh, that's our quest objective over there, okay. So, right at the beginning, I'll probably focus on the main quest, but you'll see me veer off from time to time. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of side quests over there already.
My dockhands are watching for your cargo, Lady Arabelle. They know it's precious.
There was a storm off the coast. Perhaps it delayed the ships.
Forgive me if I do the job you hired me for, Lord Bacaro. Ah, a familiar face. I could use your help, adventurer.
Hello again, Lady Arabelle.
So good to see you again, my dear. Remember that little predicament we dealt with not too long ago? Well, now I have a related but larger problem, so let me tell you about my proposition. It pays exceedingly well, I assure you. Care to hear more?
What sort of proposition?
Oh, nothing tawdry, my dear. We'll be too busy for romantic shenanigans before long, I expect. Some precious cargo was supposed to sail in on the morning tide, but it never arrived. I need someone not known around the island to be my eyes and ears.
Your eyes and ears?
While tales of my exploits credit me with all sorts of talents, I can't be in more than one place at a time. I could use a fresh face to mingle with the locals. Determine if anyone knows anything about my 3 missing ships and their cargo.
Alright, I'm willing to help.
Lord Bacaro's conference can't proceed without that cargo. Here's what I need you to do. Check the inn, the lighthouse, and the Abhain shallows. See if anyone knows or saw anything. Then meet me outside the north gate to compare notes.
You mentioned tales of your exploits before. Who are you again?
Me? Oh, I'm no one special, my dear. I've been an adventurer, a Lion Guard officer, a spy, a diplomat. People claim the Investigator Vale stories are about me, or that I wrote them. Ridiculous. I'm retired now, but I still dabble from time to time.
Did you write the investigative Veil books?
Oh, pish-posh. Do these look like the ink-stained fingers of a writer of overly imaginative and lurid tales to you? I'm rather fond of the bawdy investigator and her adventures, though. They remind me of my younger days.
Your younger days? Okay, let's get this. Let's do as she asks. Dockmaster?
I'm a dockmaster, not a bloody mage. What does the lady expect me to do if her ships never made it to the docks in the first place?
You don't seem very concerned about these missing ships.
Should I be? Lady Arabelle suspects some sort of foul play, but not on my docks. Not a chance. Gonfalon Bay is safe. Everyone knows that. Trouble comes from the mainland, not from here. Of course, the waters to the northeast can be treacherous.
Treacherous? How so?
The closer you get to Amenos, the more unpredictable the currents become. And storms constantly barrage the coast, not to mention sea elf pirates. A good captain knows these things. None of that would keep Lady Arabelle's ships from reaching port.
Lord Bacaro mentioned a powerful storm.
Like I said, storms close to Amenos aren't that unusual. I doubt the ships we're waiting for would have sailed that far north. Just in case, I sent people to look for signs of wreckage in the shallows. I really don't expect them to find any, though.
Right. Lord Bacaro?
Ah, a visitor. Or another one of Lady Arabelle's associates. Either way, welcome to our island. Bacaro Valorous, founder of the Society of the Steadfast, at your service. I hope you find your visit to High Isle restful and profitable.
You mentioned a storm off the coast?
Yes, a sudden squall of unusual intensity. It died out just as quickly as it arose. I noticed it off to the northeast. Dark clouds filled that part of the horizon. Perhaps our ships were delayed by the shifting winds, or decided to wait out the storm.
What's so special about these particular ships?
I'm afraid that's privileged information. Suffice it to say, the cargo coming in on those ships is vital to the conference the Society of the Steadfast is sponsoring.
And you don't share Lady Arabelle's concerns?
Of course I do. But I learned long ago to have patience when it comes to such matters. Not every setback is a conspiracy, and not every delay is the act of a Daedric cult. Though, if you do learn anything of imminent concern, please let us know.
Tell me more about High Isle.
High Isle is the primary island in the Systres Archipelago. Technically, we're a Breton holding, but we try to behave as a neutral port. People from all over Tamriel come to experience the natural beauty of the island. Well, nobles mostly.
So it's a vacation spot for nobles?
Parts of it. But we have a rich history, and the same sorts of dangers you'd experience on the mainland. Bandits, pirates, wild beasts. And you might want to avoid our sister island, Amenos. It's a harsh jungle that has long served as a prison.
A prison for who?
Mostly political prisoners from the Empire at first. Later, rival nobles, pirates, murderers. The worst of the worst. Today, it also includes war criminals and certain prisoners of war. Amenos Station is friendly enough, but the jungle is deadly.
Interesting. Valencia.
I've learned to trust Lady Arabelle's instincts, even if others sometimes believe that she overreacts. As long as we're waiting, I plan to head inland and talk to a druid I've heard about. Maybe she'll be willing to discuss arcane practices with me.
Maybe they will. Alright. So we're gonna go investigate the lighthouse. Give us a good little look at the place. Where's the lighthouse? Let's have a look at the map. Just over here. I like that statue though, that's crazy. It's a mountain. Mountain of statue. Gonna have to get used to the lay of the land again. Lighthouse. Oh, that's all the way over there.
Cargo, Lady Arabelle. They know it's precious.
There was a storm off the coast. Perhaps it delayed the ships.
What?
Forgive me if I do the job you hired me for,
I gotta see.
Lord Bacaro.
What's going on?
A familiar face.
That whole scenario is playing out all over again. That's strange. Alright, so let's go head over to the lighthouse first. Love the music. I love the music. Right, here we are. Gonfalon Head Lighthouse discovered. Oh, a lot of people here. Lightkeeper.
Oh, a traveler. I thought those vile knights had returned. Forgive me, I must continue praying for the return of our idol. Without it, this tower's light will remain dark.
What happened to the lighthouse, Flame?
This lighthouse is special. It's blessed by Kinnereth, the god of winds and sea. No fire serves as a beacon for nearby ships, but the divine light of Kinnereth herself. But without the sacred idol, the light cannot shine. Alas, the idol was stolen.
And who stole the idol?
Knights in unmarked livery broke in and stole the Kinnereth idol. I watched the scoundrels flee to the west with the sacred edifice. Perhaps, dare I ask, would you be willing to recover the idol for the lighthouse so I may restore the beacon?
Tell me more about these knights first.
They may wear the garb of knights, but the ruffians who assaulted me carry themselves like robbers and outlaws. Whoever they are, they're dangerous. Be wary of them, and may the wind guide you.
I'll find the knights and I'll retrieve the idol.
Bless you, traveler. Please understand, to my order, this is more than just a lighthouse. This beacon spreads Kinnereth's blessing across both land and sea, but only with the idol in place, so it must be returned.
What else can you tell me about the lighthouse?
It is marvelous, is it not? This is actually the second beacon to stand atop Gonfalon Head. It dates back to the early 1st century. When I assumed my duties here, the tower was in poor repair. Dangerous, even.
It seems fine now.
When Duchess Alea Dufort assumed her father's duties a few years ago, she ordered a complete renovation of the structure. I'm sure she wanted to protect trade in Gonfalon Bay, but she spared no expense in rebuilding the lighthouse.
Alright, so I'll go and retrieve your idol. Familiar voice there. Idol seems to be down below, over here. That's the shallows over there. I guess the inn was back in town. Oh, look at this. What's that? What's that? Let's get it. Well, I got it. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at that. Look at the thing. What's going on over there? What is that? What is that? Is that what I just killed and they're having a swim out there? I think it is. That's so cool. Oh, sorry, I kind of killed one of your friends there. Oh, it's terrible. I feel terrible now. I'm over it. Alright. So over here we got to retrieve. Oh, look, two of them are having a fight. Reef Viper. Or now. What's this? Volcanic vent. We'll have to check that out. Cooking fire. Oh, here we go. Lighthouse orders. There's the idol. Knight Stegor, take a band of recruits to the Gonfalon-headed lighthouse and remove the Kinnereth idol. The Lord wants the light extinguished to deny Kinnereth's guidance to certain ships arriving soon. Do not damage the idol or harm the keeper unless you have no other choice. We don't want the lighthouse to remain dark forever. Just take the idol, find a good hiding place, and await further instructions. The Ascendant Magus. Let me get that idol. Return the idol. Oh, what do we got? What do we got over here? Oh, that's their companion. Oh, he's got a little mirror, that's what it is. Thought we were in for some trouble. Mate, that's gotta be it. That's an absolute highlight. I love that. Look at him. Just having a grand old time out there, enjoying it. That's so cool. Alright, I've got that.
And with the idol.
Yep.
Place it here, and I shall call forth its light. Mother Kynareth, this traveler has set right the desecration of this holy place. Return to us your blessing, and let your light shine over the land and sea.
Beautiful. Now you're happy, right?
I cannot thank you enough. With the idol returned and the light restored, we can ensure the safe passage of many a weary traveler. Is there any way a priest of humble means could repay you? A blessing, perhaps?
Well, 3 ships never arrived in Gonfalon Bay. Did you see anything from up here?
Shortly after the lighthouse was pillaged, I spied 3 ships on the horizon. Then suddenly, the clouds darkened, and a terrible storm began to blow in. I lost sight of the ships after that. Perhaps they were simply blown off course?
Is that sort of weather common here?
Amenos is notorious for its storms, but Kynareth generally blesses High Isle with fair weather. I wonder, the way the storm swept in seemed unnatural, and it happened so soon after Kynareth's idol was removed.
Do you think that's why the knights attacked the lighthouse?
The idol has little value outside the lighthouse. Its light does not shine in any other location. My order believes Kynareth's light blesses High Isle. Why steal the idol unless the knights meant to revoke her protection? A troubling thought indeed.
Troubling indeed. Alright. We gotta go investigate the shallows and then we'll investigate the inn, I suppose, on the way back. I do want to check out that vent, though. Let's go for a little ride over there. It's always the way, when you come into something brand new, you just want to have a look at everything, right? Volcanic vent, okay. Some lava, molten lava. I guess this is the site of an event. Love the sound of it though, right? Maybe when it's actually active, we'll be able to come here. But there's probably a fair few of them around. Yep, there's 7 of them, okay. High Isle World Events. What is that? Thorncaster. Oh, they're not friendly. Definitely not friendly when I start swinging my axe at them. So are you playing the High Isle? Or were you waiting for the... Whoa! Ascendant Blackguard? I thought, okay. Thought they might need some help. Well, I help them permanently. Yeah, will you be playing the High Isle, or have you already begun your adventure? Or will you be playing on the console when that arrives? Close to the end of the month? We've actually played through... That looks cool. We've actually played through the prologue, and before that, the DLC, the dungeon DLC. So this year, much like last year, I'll probably be playing through all the dungeon DLC, of course this chapter, and then the end of year DLC, which should wrap up the story. The shallows are over there, and I guess I could probably swim across. But let's take the bridge. I see that there might be a sky shard nearby. I also see a dead person. Sky Shard's down below. I'll try to remember to get that later on. We've actually been playing through the entirety of Elder Scrolls Online over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/GameOlioDan. Making our character right from the beginning. We've been going through all the storyline, all the DLC. We're currently up to Greymore, so a bit of a way to go still till we get to High Isle.
You don't look like a salvager. Come to join up with those so-called knights who've been hanging around, did you? Bah! I'd rather go hungry than swear myself to the likes of them.
3 ships never arrived at Gonfalon Bay. Have you seen anything?
Haven't seen anything sail by in the lock recently, and no new wreckage washed up today. But I've been keeping my head down. Those robber knights have been chasing off salvagers who won't promise to help them.
Tell me about these robber knights.
They were recruiting, or at least offering the chance to earn a reward. They wanted people ready to haul in whatever came ashore. Several salvagers went with them. I wouldn't, though. What I find is mine.
Where did the knights take the other salvagers?
To a cave just down the beach. But I'd avoid it if I were you. Old Charbel nearly lost his head snooping around there. I don't know if they found what they were looking for, but I think they left a few knights behind to watch the shallows.
Yeah, I'll go check it out then. Search the cave. Now, this looks like the place. That looks like a salvager. Salvager scrounger. I see a chest in the back. That looks like our objective over there. Knight Andres' orders. Knight Andres. Within the next few days, several ships will be damaged on the approach to High Isle. We expect wreckage to wash up in Loch Abhain or along the northeastern shore of High Isle or the southeastern shore of Amenos. Capture any survivors from these ships and bring them to me. Muster all reliable recruits and make sure they are in place when the survivors wash ashore. Chase off any salvagers who refuse to assist us. Your new recruits may hesitate to lay hands on shipwreck survivors. Remind them that their reward is a place in the Ascendant Order. As Knights of the People, they will never go hungry again. The Ascendant Magus. No need to look anymore, it was me. I was the guy that took out your buddy. Alright, so now that's all done, we just gotta go back to the inn. Might still be in for a little fight though. If you can call it that. Yes, so on twitch.tv/GameOlioDan, we've been playing through a whole bunch of Elder Scrolls right from the beginning. Through all the DLC, currently up to Greymore, and eventually we'll be up to High Isle again. So if you like seeing live streams and you like what you hear from me, maybe you'd like to see a little bit more of me, come on down to twitch.tv/GameAudioDan. Now, should I risk it and jump down there? Hopefully that water's not too deep. Sorry, opposite. Hopefully that water is too deep. Oh, please, please, please. Fantastic. I don't want it to be not too deep. I mean, it needs to be very deep. On this channel, I have played through a lot of Elder Scrolls Online. With this guy in particular, we started him in Somerset, and he's gone through, ever since then, since Somerset, all the DLC, chapters, expansions, all of that stuff. It's been on this guy. I also had our other character, which was my first character, and let me have a look at this statue first, where we did start right from the beginning. Looks nice. Love the waves splashing out there. where we started right from the beginning, and I played through the main storyline plus all the zones, every single zone from the base game of Elder Scrolls Online. And I only just recently finished it, and I started that years ago. But I was quite happy to see the end, happy and sad at the same time. It was pretty much my first real series here on the channel. And I remember at the time I bought Elder Scrolls Online for a couple dollars. I thought I'd just check it out for
I feel safer knowing that the Black Forge was destroyed.
a couple of videos, and it ended up being a couple of years.
I hear these knights are robbing people and looting caravans. Someone ought to do something.
Yazid.
Hail, friend. Have you heard about the band of robber knights that waylaid travelers on the road to Gonfalon Bay? I came to High Isle to trade, but getting goods from the interior has become a roll of the dice.
Robber Knights?
A rogue band that calls itself the Ascendant Order. I thought they were only active on the mainland, but they're here on High Isle. Rabble-rousers and troublemakers, if you ask me. And now I hear they're looting caravans outside the city walls.
Interesting. Speaking of rumors, have you heard anything about a trio of missing ships?
Not specifically, but I saw some fancy-pants nobles giving the dockmaster grief. Missing ships could mean anything. Storms, pirates, poor winds, worthless navigators. Try Sergeant Dane over there. He's with the Sisters Guard and knows a lot.
Sisters? Hey, that guy's sporting the funky glasses. Look at that. Sergeant?
I'm off duty, newcomer. Got a complaint? Take it to one of the other guards.
I'm looking for information about a trio of missing ships.
We police High Isle. Ships that haven't arrived yet aren't our problem. Besides, we've got our hands full with these so-called Ascendant Order Knights. They're stirring up trouble all across the island.
What do you know about the Ascendant Order?
Just that they're little more than well-armed bandits. They've been recruiting the poor to bolster their numbers. Now they're robbing caravans while claiming they fight for justice. Honest folk don't hide their faces behind helmets and masks.
What does the Ascendant Order want?
They're malcontents. They go on about how the high and mighty misuse their power by squabbling over the Ruby Throne. It started out small enough, defying authority, inciting riots, petty sabotage. But now they're hurting people.
Oh, thanks for the information.
Something else, newcomer? I'd like to get back to my drink.
You say the Ascendant Order is causing trouble? Can't the guards stop them?
Ordinary bandits the Sisters Guard can handle. But when we send enough guards to meet a company of Ascendant Order Ravagers, these faceless knights just melt away. And if we don't send enough guards, then our guards don't come back.
Why do you call them faceless?
Might as well be. Most knights proudly display their emblems. They wear the colors of their house and paint family crests on their shields. These Ascendant Order knights never remove their helms and bear no devices. They could be anybody.
Right. Let's go back to the lady. Excuse me, chicken. Jeez. Nobody asked for your opinion, chickens. Now, where is Lady Arabelle? Because we did see her on the outside, but then we also saw her down there, so she's kind of everywhere, she is. There's telling me to go back outside. Oh, there she is. Lady Arabelle?
Good. You found my field office. I thought I'd keep an eye on the lock while awaiting your report. My own investigations have turned up little about our missing ships. Tell me, did you uncover anything useful? Did the lighthouse keeper spot them?
After rogue knights darkened the beacon, the keeper spotted 3 ships before the storm rolled in.
Darken the beacon? The locals revere that light. Who would dare offend Kinnereth in such a way? Something is indeed wrong here. At least our missing ships reached these waters, but this storm worries me. Tell me more about the rogue knights.
It's the Ascendant Order. The inn's patrons said they've been robbing people and attacking caravans.
The Ascendant Order? Oh, of course. I thought the rumors about rogue knights troubling folk outside of town had a familiar ring. but I'd hoped we'd seen the last of the Order at Sword's Rest. Tell me, did you learn anything at the Shallows?
Someone called the Ascended Mages recruited salvagers to capture shipwreck survivors.
It seems the Ascendant Order knew the ships would be wrecked, and they helped make sure by extinguishing the Lighthouse beacon. They knew my cargo was coming to High Isle. This means the Fighters Guild and Mages Guild delegates are in danger too.
Wait, what does your missing cargo have to do with the delegates?
Ah, you caught that, did you? My missing cargo is more delegates for the conference. Perhaps the most important ones. But I need you to check on the guild delegates right now. They went to visit a druid named Ravana. Her hut lies to the west.
Tell me about the guild representatives.
Valencia, you know, she created the invitation medallions. As for Guild General Quentin, I only met him when he arrived. Seems to have a good head on his shoulders, but the war has cost him dearly. He lost his wife in a raid.
Why is the Ascendant Order here?
To disrupt the peace talks? It would be a grand stage for the Ascendant Order's message. Or they might plan to strike at the delegations. Influential voices from all three alliances will be here soon. A tempting target.
Who is this Ascendant Magus?
The Ascendant Champion Superior. When we defeated the champion at Sword's Rest Isle, we only defeated one of the Order's leaders. I've heard whispers about an Ascendant Lord, too. I can't imagine there are too many more of them after that.
Okay, we'll go to the Druid's hut, which is just over here. Track down Guild General Quentin, then Guild Magister Valencia. So, well, what's the name of the druid? Rivana. So over in that direction, we've got to get around this big old rock surface. In fact, I think we saw it before. Just over here. Oh, that's right. And there's a Sigic portal there too. Give that a little looting. Ravana, where's everybody else?
Greetings, traveler. Is there something I can do for you? Do you need a poultice or perhaps an herbal tea?
I'm looking for Guild Magister Valencia and Guild General Quentin.
Ah, yes. The curious mage and the stern warrior. They stopped by. When I mentioned that rogue knights had been making the countryside dangerous, they decided to investigate. I told them where I'd last seen the knights, and they set out at once.
Where did you send them?
A clearing to the southwest. I'll mark the spot on your map. I saw a band of the knights gathering there the last time I went out to gather herbs. They forced me to retreat without them. I warned Valencia and Quentin it might be dangerous.
Are druids common on High Isle?
Oh, you'll find druids throughout the Systres Archipelago. Not too many on the mainland, though. Long ago, we druids left Tamriel and its troubles behind us. But here, our ancient ways survived.
Why did the druids leave the mainland?
Our forebears among the Bretons believed civilization should live alongside nature, not tame it. In the early years of the Direni hegemony, they struggled for the soul of High Rock.
What happened?
They lost. Driven into exile, the druids left to seek a place where they could live according to their beliefs. Their wanderings brought them to the Sisters. The followers of the Weird remained behind. They walked a different path than the druids.
What exactly is a druid?
We follow the old ways. Some call us priests of Ifre, but that is only part of our truth. We are children of the land, like the Weird, guides and teachers to those who live in harmony with nature. People were not meant to bow before crowns of metal.
Are you some kind of Weirus?
No, friend. We know the Weird, and we respect their beliefs. Druids and Weiresses are two branches that grow from the same tree. But we are called to be in this world, not to withdraw from it. Some circles see it differently, of course.
Circles? What are they? What do you mean, what are circles? Tell me about the circles you're referring to, though.
Circles are fellowships of like-minded druids. Each interprets Ifre's will differently, but druids of the same circle share common traditions and goals. I belong to the Stonelore Circle. We seek to teach others by the example of our work.
Are there other circles in the Systres Archipelago?
Yes. Travel far enough in the archipelago and you may meet druids of the Eldertide or Firesong circles. Although the Firesong rarely leave their island, and you should be wary of the Eldertide. They do not like city folk or mainlanders.
Right. I shall be wary of them. I like her voice. Okay. Let's search for the guild delegates, which seem to be this way. Oh, quest. I'm just gonna focus on this first quest, though. Let's get this first one out of the way, and then we'll do a little exploration. A little side questing.
Over here. I could use some help. Ah, my friend. How glad I am to see you again. This island is far more dangerous than I expected, especially after what just happened.
Tell me what happened.
Guild General Quentin accompanied me to visit Druid Ravana. When she told us about rogue knights in the area, Quentin was eager to investigate. It was the Ascendant Order. They overpowered Quentin and knocked me senseless. They captured Quentin.
Was Guild General Quentin injured?
I don't think so. The Ascendant Order was definitely trying to take us alive. That's the only reason I had the opportunity to throw up a shroud spell and avoid being captured myself. Did you come out here to find us?
Lady Arabelle sent me to warn you that the Ascendant Order was targeting conference delegates.
And Ravana told you where to find us. Good. Now, we must rescue Quentin. I may have a way to find where the Ascendant Order took him, but we should get to safety first. Meet me back at Druid Ravana's hut.
Okay. Oh, what happened? Did she just teleport? Of course she did. She couldn't have just thrown up a little portal for me too, could she? No. Can't do that. Alright, let's return. There's little imps running around. Demonic looking things.
I understand, Valencia. Do what you must to find your friend.
I owe you a debt of gratitude for coming to my aid. Seems once again that Lady Arabelle chose well. Now to see if I can find Guild General Quentin, and by extension, the rogue knights who carried him away.
How can you track Guild General Quentin?
Do you recall the invitation medallions I enchanted? Each delegate carries one, so I can trace my own magic to locate Quentin. Now let me see. They moved northeast, across the loch. I see an abandoned chapel. Crypts. No question, Quentin is there.
If all of the delegates have a medallion, can you use them to find the missing ships?
Lady Arabelle asked me to try as soon as we realized the ships were late. I wasn't able to make a connection with those medallions. Maybe they were too far away, or some other magic interfered with my scrying, but I wasn't able to detect anything.
Shall we head directly to the abandoned crypts you saw?
No, we need to return to Lady Arabelle and share this information. Then we can mount a rescue for Guild General Quentin. I'll meet you at Lady Arabelle's little pavilion. What she calls her field office, I believe.
I'll meet you there. Back to the field office. I guess the one by the bridge. Although we're a little bit high up. Nothing to worry about. Not a problem. Alright, we've returned.
That sounds like Abhain Chapel, but only one medallion is there.
Guildmage, how'd you get here so quick?
Valencia apprised me of the situation. I believe I know the place where she thinks they're holding Quentin. It must be the crypts below Abhain Chapel on the northern shore of the loch. Will you accompany us on this rescue mission, my dear?
I'll help you rescue the general.
Smashing. This will be like that time I pulled General Gautier out of a Reach stronghold during the border raids of 566. Now that was an adventure. Anyway, it's too bad Valencia couldn't scry the locations of the other missing delegates.
Mind if I ask you about the delegates that were boarding the missing ships?
I suppose you've earned the truth, and you certainly deserve my complete confidence. The 3 ships carried High King Emmerich, Queen Irene, and Prince Ernskar, son of Yoren the Skald King. I dare say I've misplaced the leaders of Tamriel.
The Alliance leaders decided to attend the peace talks themselves?
I warned them of the danger, and we took such elaborate precautions. Obviously, they weren't enough. If we find Quentin with the Ascendant Order, we may find our missing royals. Let's meet at the chapel north of the loch and see what awaits us.
I'll meet you there.
We'll rendezvous at Abhain Chapel on the north side of the loch. I've already sent an operative ahead to scout the area. Be prepared to defend yourself. The Ascendant Order won't give up Guild General Quentin without a fight.
Says, what if this is a trap? Of course it's a trap. It's always a trap, right? But we're gonna head straight into there willingly. So the crypts are on the other side. Up and over. Abhain Chapel discovered. What is that? This guy likes to spin to win, eh? And you have some earth balls to your face. That was cool. Oh, there's heaps of them around. There ain't just one. We are certainly in the crypts. Let's get this guy.
There. It's open. Got any more locks you need picked? How about you, Valencia?
I think not, thank you.
Now's not the time, Jakan. Let's see what awaits us down in the crypts.
Oh, not Jakan again.
Hey there, good looking. Lady Arabelle said she hired some muscle, but she didn't tell me it was you. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. You know me. I'm a lover, not a fighter. But I need to work off my debt, so here I am.
What else is new, Jakan?
You know me, every day a new adventure. Had a good thing going for a while, smuggling spices out of Hagaith. Got married twice. No, wait, 3 times. The 3rd one nearly got me hanged, but Lady Arabelle saved me from the gallows.
You certainly lead an interesting life.
Well, I used to. Then Lady Arabelle put me to work chasing stolen medallions and rogue knights all over Tamriel. I guess she's not so bad once you get to know her. Maybe I'll be my own boss again when this is all over.
Maybe, Jakan. I doubt it, though. Abhain Chapel crypts, generations of High Isle's nobles, lie buried in the crypts beneath Abhain Chapel. These secluded halls provide something.
I can't pinpoint the exact location of Quentin's medallion. He could be anywhere in here.
I'll scout ahead. Maybe someone should watch the door in case anyone follows us.
I'll keep watch. Be careful.
Aw, I knew you cared.
Quentin is our priority, but keep your eyes open. Who knows what the Ascendant Order left lying about?
Right, off we go. You coming with me, mate? You are? Lady Arabelle, this way. Stomp them down. Oh, Lady Arabelle whipping out the sword there. The Ascendant Proclamation. Take heart, peoples of Tamriel, the hour of your salvation is at hand. If you but have the courage to seize it. We are the Ascendant Order, Knights of the People, fighting on behalf of the common folk of our lands. Our enemies are those who seek to keep you in bondage, who hoard power and authority in our all lands. We bring you the means to rise up against those who rule over you, so that you can rule yourselves. You did not ask for this Three Banners War. It is a war started by kings and queens who are not satisfied with the lands they already control. The peaceful people of Tamriel suffer and die for their greed. You are doomed to water noble ambitions with your blood until you stand up and say this must stop. Only one path to peace and prosperity for all exists. We must overthrow the corrupt governments in all Tamriel's nations. What harm have the people of High Rock done to the Argonians? What grievance do the Red Guards hold against the Dark Elves? None and none. Why should you fight so that some greedy monarch can subjugate new lands and peoples? Stand with us, the Ascendant Order, and we can put an end to the kings and queens who care not whether you live or die. Join us, and together we can change the world. Death to empires.
Ascendant Order propaganda. Don't be taken in. They are not as benevolent as they want you to think. No sign of Quentin yet, though. We should keep going.
Another message over here. Prisoner manifest. As per the Ascendant Magus's instructions in accounting of the prisoners currently in our custody, Kalin, captain of the Spearhead, Suzu, captain of Kamal's Bane, Zaji, captain of the Perfect Pounce. Zaji's our friend. Guild General Quentin, Fighters Guild Delegate. Also Kalin as well, I think is a familiar name. Orders. Question the captains about what befell their passengers when they wrecked. They likely know when Aren, Emmerich, and Ernskar abandoned ship. The crypt south of the large burial chamber should prove suitable as a temporary prison. Keep the captains alive until we are sure they are of no more use. Execute any other captives. If they cannot tell us where the delegates are, they are only security risks.
The Ascendant Order has the captains of our missing ships. But where are the Alliance leaders? First things first, clear the path to the South Crypts place. We must rescue the captains and hope that Quentin is with them.
I agree. We gotta get Zaji out. Zaji was part of our group during the Dragon Guard years.
Kalin, Zaji, Zuzo. Thank the Divines you're all right. But where are the delegates?
Apologies, my lady. We lost our charges.
Zaji is not all right.
Not to spoil the reunion, but we're about to get company.
Jakarn, free the captains. Friend, keep the Ascendant Order at bay. Buy us some time.
No problem. We adventured with Zaji during Dragonhold. And a little bit in Elsewhere, I think. I believe.
Stupid thing won't... Wait, got it!
Collect Valencia and get the captains to safety, Jakarn. We'll find Quentin.
The Knights took Quentin away not long ago. I think they're questioning him now.
Then we must hurry. Come, my friend.
You're right there, Zaji, in the back. He doesn't look too good. Let's get the Guild General now. I can't remember if we had anything to do with Zaji in elsewhere. Like, it might have been a side quest, but I can't remember. Definitely I know in Dragonhold. He was a big part of that. And we did meet him recently again.
It's Quentin. Let's listen and try to figure out what's going on.
A new age of peace is upon us. An age of free peoples, standing together, not kneeling to distant thrones.
This is not your war, General. What say you?
The war took everything from me. I am with you. How can I help?
The Order is trying to recruit Quentin? We have to put a stop to this.
He already said he's with them, though. It might be too late. Unless he's just messing with them. Waiting for us to get there.
Each delegate carries a medallion like this one, Magus. It serves as both an invitation and a key.
Keep it. We may need your access later. Right now, I want you to kill the meddling investigator nipping at our heels.
Lady Arabelle? But she's...
No longer working alone. She's found some capable help. Deal with them.
Oh, Quentin. I guess you've made your choice.
Alright, well, let's just reach him and see what happens. The general.
Chance, Quentin. Stop these fools and strike a blow for the people.
I'm sorry, Lady Arabelle, but I have made my choice. For the Ascendant Order!
Do what you must. We can't allow the general to stop us.
All right then.
I'm sorry it came to that, but well fought, my friend. Let's speak outside. I didn't expect Guild General Quentin to turn on us, and I certainly didn't desire his death. It seems sympathy for the Ascendant Order is more widespread than I knew. We must be cautious, particularly with whom we choose to trust going forward.
You think some of the others may turn on us?
Do I expect it? No. But that doesn't mean we should let our guard down. This venture wasn't a complete failure, though. We rescued the captains of our missing ships. We need to find out what happened at sea and what befell the Alliance leaders.
Where did Jakan and Valencia take the captains?
To Mandrake Manor, my home in Gonfalon Bay. I'll mark it on your map. Jakan, Valencia, and I have been using my townhouse as a base of operations. I'm confident that it is as safe from the Ascended Order as any other location we might choose.
Why is it called Mandrake Manor?
Oh, the name comes from a book I'm rather fond of. I bought the manor to serve as my home in retirement, and I keep a few mementos of my career there. Meet me there, my dear, and we'll see what our rescued captains have to say about all this.
I'll meet you in Gonfalon Bay. So are we going back to town? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay, Mandrake Manor must be within. Let's go. Let's just go and travel fast. Mandrake Manor below. Love the sound of those bells.
Ah, there you are. Go inside and talk to Captain Colleen. Find out what happened at sea. I need a moment to collect my thoughts.
Zaji!
Zaji is glad to see you, Walker. But there will be no reunion with the Perfect Pounce. She is gone. This time for good. The terrible storm was the end of her. And that is not the worst of it. Zaji has lost Queen Irene and Casca too.
Can you tell me what happened out at sea?
Zaji must admit he was sleeping in his cabin when the storm hit. He woke up when cold water climbed into bed with him. The next thing Zaji knows, he is being fished out of the sea by strange knights. I'm saved, Zaji thinks. Then they tied me up.
You were fished out of the water by the Ascendant Order?
The annoying knights, yes. Zaji heard the commander talking. The Lord, they called him. He was angry the Alliance leaders did not wash ashore with Zaji. Zaji did not see the Lord's face, but he spoke like a Breton noble. Zaji could hear it.
What about Queen Irene?
Zaji lost Queen Irene, and first mate Casca too. The wind and the waves must have carried them somewhere else. The Lord and the Magus, the Order's leaders, they swore to comb every beach until they found her. And the others too, Zaji supposes.
Funny. First time we met, you were the one fished out of the water. Now look at us. I owe you a great debt. And I owe Dockmaster Arnauld a debt of a different kind. I visit High Isle often, and I thought he was a friend. Bah.
Can you tell me what happened out at sea? And how you wound up in the crypts?
An armored mage and a gang of ruffians were waiting at the shallows. They clubbed down all who made it ashore. Dockmaster Arnauld showed up, and I thought we were saved. But the mage, a Breton noble by his voice, paid him to walk away and leave.
Back up. What happened before you washed ashore?
We were nearing landfall when a huge storm swept out of nowhere. I looked for the light at Gonfalon Head, but the lighthouse was dark. We were blown off course, crashed upon some rocks. I lost sight of High King Emmerich, but somehow made it to shore.
Do you know where High King Emmerich and the other leaders are now?
I'm not sure. I didn't see any of the royals when I waded ashore, and I was the last one from my ship to make it to the beach. The tide turned as I swam in, and no one was washed up after me. I'm afraid you won't find the High King at the shallows.
You know, the Crypts didn't seem to be the Ascendant Order's main base of operations. I say the next step is to find out who they are under those helms and where they're hiding. But I'm not in charge here. Better talk to Lady Arabelle, I guess.
Speak with Lady Arabelle, friend. Tell her what the captain's revealed to you. I'm sure she can image a way forward.
Hang on, I didn't talk to the other captain. Suzu.
If there is any way I can help with your investigation, I am at your disposal. I want to find Prince Ernskar as much as Lady Arabelle. More, even.
Do you remember what happened out at sea?
I remember it like the ripples in my favorite pond. A storm blew up without warning. My ship was driven onto the rocks near Amenos and broke apart. All were cast into the sea. When we reached shore, those rogue knights grabbed us.
What happened to Prince Ernskar?
I did not see what became of him. He might have been trapped in the part of the ship that was swept away. Or maybe the currents carried him to a different part of the shore. Or he might have drowned. I know that many of my crew did.
Alright, thanks for that, Capo. Let's go have a chat to Arabelle. Lady Arabelle, that is.
Over here, dear. We have much to do. I adore this view. Isn't the Colossus a wondrous sight? Still, Gazing upon it does nothing to quell my anxiety. Somehow the Ascendant Order learned not only about our secret peace talks, but that the Alliance leaders were going to attend.
Oh, at least they don't have High King Emra, Queen Irene, or Prince Ernskar yet.
And neither do we. We're not even sure they're still alive, but we must hope. Your help has been invaluable thus far, my dear, and you've earned every piece of gold in this pouch. We'll find the Alliance leaders and unmask the Order. We have to.